press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to the discussion of assignment 5, some basic principles and techniques. So two main questions I have given. First one, you need to give the IUPAC name of the compounds where the compounds are given as the bond line formulae, and the second one, again you need to give the IUPAC name of the compounds where the structural formula of the compounds given. So I represented the compounds in bond line formulae and also in the structural formulae. So let us move on to the first question, that is give the IUPAC name of the following. Give IUPAC name of the following. So in which first one, the first compound is, so this is the first compound given, and this is one methyl group, another methyl group, and here C is there, make it Cl. So make a correction of it. So here C is there in a question, so make it Cl, okay. So make it Cl. Now let us move on to the naming of this compound. First you identify the functional group. The functional group here is, this is the functional group, C double bond OCl, that is acid chloride is the functional group. Now while selecting the chain, we had to select that chain which containing functional group, and at the same time this functional group containing carbon, and we need to consider this carbon to the root word. As it containing carbon, it is a carbon containing terminal functional group. We need to consider the carbon atom to the root word. So give the number from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. On second and third carbon we have methyl group, therefore two methyl groups are there, it is nothing but dimethyl. So then what is the name? First you write the prefix 2, 3 dimethyl, 2, 3 dimethyl. Pent is the root word, pentane, pentane, because there is a carbon to carbon single bond in a selected chain, pentane. 1 oil chloride. So pentanoyl chloride, you can ignore the locant 1 here, as it takes the locant always 1 because it is a terminal, carbon containing terminal functional group. So always it gets the locant 1, even you can ignore this locant 1 and you can rewrite it as 2, 3 dimethyl pentanoyl chloride. So pentanoyl chloride, and this is the IUPAC name of the first compound. Now let us move on to the second one, second compound. Write on this name. So move on to the second compound. The compound given here is, so this is the compound given, and here is a CHO group, and here is a double bond, and here we have CONH2 group. So this is the compound given, CONH2, and C to C here double bond, and here one carbon and CHO. This is the compound given. Now identify the functional group first. As we know that we have acid amide group as one functional group and CHO as another functional group. Along with that, it also containing multiple bond, that is double bond, correct? So two functional groups and one multiple bond, and the double bond is there. So whenever a compound contain more than one functional group, we have to follow priority table. On the basis of priority, high priority goes to the acid amide, and then comes to the aldehyde, and then to the double bond. So we need to treat this as now substituent. We need to treat it as substituent group. We need to treat it as substituent group, and for this we need to take the prefix. We need to take the prefix. What is the prefix for CHO group? Formyl is the prefix for CHO group. And when it is considered as a substituent group, so the carbon atom of aldehyde group is not considered to the root word. We need to treat it as a substituent group as like that of the methyl group. We are not considering the carbon atom of the CHO group here. But we need to consider the carbon atom of the amide group here to the root word. And we need to give the preference for acid amide group by assigning lowest possible number. Now number the chain from one end to another end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you cannot give the number to the carbon which is present in CHO because it acts as now substituent group according to the priority. So there are two substituent groups are there, one is methyl, another one is formyl. Arrange them in alphabetical order and write the name. What is the prefix we need to use? The first prefix is 5-formyl, 5-formyl. See here on the fifth carbon we have formyl, 5-formyl, 2-methyl, 2-methyl, pent. Between 3 and 4 we have double bond, 3 in 1 amide. So 3 in 1 amide. You can ignore the locant 1 here or you can retain the locant 1. So then what is the name? 5-formyl, 2-methyl, pent, 3 in 1 amide, or you can write it as pent 3-enamide, 3-enamide. So if you ignore the locant 1 means you can write this as pent 3-enamide. You can also name like that. Okay. Now move on to the third compound. Move on to the third compound. Third one. So the compound given is, so this is the compound given COOH and here is OH and here is double bond. So this is also a bifunctional compound. So COOH group is there, carboxylic acid group is there, alcoholic group is there. According to priority, the first priority go to COOH group and we need to consider OH group as a substituent group now. And we need to use the prefix hydroxy for this, and you select the carbon chain which containing functional group first, and that will be the selected parent carbon chain. So if you select this chain here, then it does not include the OH group, alcoholic group, because preference goes to alcohol and then to the double bond. So therefore we need to select this carbon chain which includes the alcoholic functional group, and this becomes a substituent now. So this also becomes substituent. Now you select the carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we need to consider the carbon atom of COOH group to the root word. And what is this substituent group? CH double bond CH2. CH double bond CH2 or CH2 double bond CH. It's nothing but vinyl group. It's nothing but vinyl group, or it is a derivative from ethene. So from ethene, if you remove one hydrogen, you will get this group, and the double bonded carbon containing vacant bond, and hence it is ethenyl. So ethenyl group. So either you can use vinyl group or you can use the name as a ethenyl. Ethenyl is the IUPAC name and vinyl is the common name. Even you can use vinyl or ethenyl. Okay. Now write the name of the compound. What is the name of the compound? See here, what is the prefix we have? Hydroxy and ethenyl. Which comes first? You have to arrange them in alphabetical order. Ethenyl and then hydroxy. So you need to arrange them in alphabetical order. So then 3-ethenyl, 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 4-hydroxy. 3-ethenyl, 4-hydroxy, 3-ethenyl, 4-hydroxy, pentane, 1 oic acid. So, what is the name? 3-ethynyl 4-hydroxy pentane. So, why it is ANE? Because there is a single bond between the carbon atom in a selected parent carbon chain. Therefore, pentane 1 oic acid. For COOH group, the secondary suffix is oic acid. On a first position, we have the COOH group. Therefore, it is 1 oic acid. Okay. Now, move on to the fourth one. So, fourth compound it is. So, move on to fourth one. What is the compound given? Fourth one. So, this is the compound given, bond line formulae, double bond O, and here is one methyl group and here is one methyl group, correct. So, this is the compound given, this containing double bond and what is the functional group? Ketone functional group. So, this is the functional group and it is a non-terminal carbon containing functional group. So, the carbon atom gets included to the root word as it is because it is non-terminal, and select the chain and you give the number. You can select this longest chain, correct. You will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 6 carbon atoms, and it includes the double bond also. If you give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, you will get the locant 3 for ketone functional group. If you give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get the locant 4. So, preference should be given to functional group by assigning lowest possible number. Therefore, number should be given from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, total 6 carbon atoms are there in a root word. On the fourth carbon we have methyl group. Therefore, the name is 4-methyl. What is the root word? Hex. And between 1 and 2 there is a double bond, 1 in, and what is the secondary suffix for ketone group? On. So, therefore, the name is 4-methyl hex 1 in 3 on. So, 1 in 3 on, or you can write it as hexene 3 on. You can ignore the locant 1 and you can write it as hexene 3 on. Clear? And this is the IUPAC name of the fourth compound. Move on to the fifth one. Move on to the fifth compound. So, it's the compound given. Compound given is this along with the double bond here, correct. Now, CN, nitrile group is the functional group here, CN is the functional group, and therefore, we need to select the chain which containing functional group. So, therefore, give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So, then what is the secondary suffix for the cyanide group? Nitrile. Nitrile is the secondary suffix, and between 4 and 5 we have a double bond and one substituent group is there, and this is methyl group here, correct. Now, you give the name 2-methyl pent. 5 carbon atoms, 4 in 1 nitrile. 1 nitrile. So, I didn't drop the terminal E here because the secondary suffix, the first letter of the secondary suffix starts with an vowel. Therefore, 4 in 1 nitrile. I retained the primary suffix E of the primary suffix, terminal E of the primary suffix, because it starts from N here. So, you can also rewrite it as 2-methyl, you can ignore the locant 1, pent, 4 in nitrile, 4 in nitrile, you can ignore the locant 1 here. Okay. Now, move on to sixth one, sixth compound. What is given? So this is the compound given OC2H5, OC2H5, and here is double bond and double bond O, and here is double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are there. What is the functional group? Just you look at this functional group. COOC2H5 means it is an ester. So how to name the esters? What is the IUPAC name for the esters? Alkyl alkanoate. Alkyl group, the group which comes after COO group, that is alkyl. So therefore here after COO group we have ethyl group. Ethyl alkanoate. We need to name this as alkanoate. In alkanoate, any substituents are there, we need to give that substituent also. So alkyl alkanoate, alkanoate containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are there in alkanoate, and at the same time, so there is a double bond between third and the fourth carbon. Then how to name this? How to name this compound then? Ethyl pent 3 in 1 OH. I will write the name. Ethyl alkyl pent 3 in 1 OH. This is alkanoate. So alkanoate, instead, since we are having double bond between third and fourth carbon, we need to write it as pent 3 in 1 OH. On first carbon we have OH group here, COO group, or you can rewrite it as ethyl pent 3 enoate. You can also write it as ethyl pent 3 enoate. Alkyl alkanoate is the IUPAC name for esters. Clear? Now move on to the next compound. Seventh one. Move on to seventh compound. What's the compound given? Bond line formula of the compound given, correct? So seventh one. What's the compound given? So this is the compound given, correct? And a double bond is here and one methyl group is here, correct? So this is the compound given, which does not containing any other functional groups, but there is a double bond in a longest chain and the compound is given in a bond line formula. Now we select the longest chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this becomes a branch, but you can select the continuous longest chain here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will get 10 carbon atoms if you select this chain, correct? And while numbering the carbon chain, selected chain, if you give the number from this end, you can give the preference to double bond and the substituent group. But if you give the number from this end means locants to the double bond and the methyl group will be more. Therefore, you need to give the number from this end, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now these two become substituent. What is the substituent group? CH2, CH3. It is nothing but ethyl group, correct? So CH2, CH3 is nothing but ethyl group. Two ethyl groups are there on 5th and 6th carbon. So therefore 5, 6 diethyl. Two similar groups are there. You have to use the prefix di, diethyl, 5, 6 diethyl. Then methyl group is also there on the 3rd carbon. You need to arrange them in alphabetical order. So 5 comma 6 diethyl, 3 methyl, dec is the root word for 10 carbon atoms, dec 4-ene, dec 4-ene. So that is the IUPAC name. So let me write the name here, that is 5 comma 6 diethyl, 3 methyl, dec 4-ene, dec 4-ene. So 4-decene, even you can write it as 4-decene. You can rewrite it as 5 comma 6 diethyl, 3 methyl, 4-decene. 4-decene. So you can also rewrite like this, because since there is no any secondary suffix here, you can take the locant before the root word, correct? Now move on to the 8th compound. 8th one given is, so this is the compound given. C double bond O NH2, and here is a branch, again here is a double bond. Identify the functional group C double bond O NH2. So I have given how to write the bond line formula for different functional groups. So this is C double bond O NH2 amide functional group. So now you need to select this carbon chain, and you have to give the number from this end only, because you need to give the preference for the carbon which is present in a functional group. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. On the second carbon we have two substituents, methyl and methyl, therefore it is dimethyl. Both the methyl groups are present on a second carbon, therefore 2 comma 2 dimethyl. Then how many carbon atoms are there? 5 carbon atoms are there. Pent, 4-ene, 1 amide. Then what is the name? 2 comma 2 dimethyl pent, 4-ene, 1 amide. So 1 amide. Amide is the secondary suffix for CONH2 group. So 2 comma 2 dimethyl pent, 4-ene, 1 amide. You can ignore the locant 1 here, and you can write it as 4-enamide. 4-enamide, even you can write it as 4-enamide. Okay. Now move on to the next compound, 9th one. So 9th one was a compound given. Write on the compound given. So this is, and it is extended up to this 3 bonds, and here is a ethyl group, and here is 2 methyl groups, and here is a double bond oxygen, and here is one more double bond. So find out the functional group first, and then you can select the chain and you can give the number. So functional group here is C double bond O. Again it is a ketone group, therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We cannot take this chain, because if you take this chain, so here is a double bond. So we need to leave the double bond in the selected parent carbon chain, but we have to give the preference for that selected chain which containing maximum number of functional groups and the multiple bonds. Therefore, what is the name? On the 3rd carbon we have ethyl, and on the 4th carbon we have 2 methyl groups. Therefore, what is the IUPAC name? 3-ethyl 4,4 dimethyl. Hept is the root word for 7 carbon atoms. We need to use hept. Hept 5-ene 2-one. One is the secondary suffix for ketone. Therefore, 3-ethyl, okay, 4,4 dimethyl, 4,4 dimethyl hept, 5-ene 2-one. On second carbon we have ketone functional group. Therefore, it is 5-ene 2-one. Clear? Now, move on to the 10th carbon, 10th compound given, last bond line formula. So, this is the given compound. This is the given compound, and here is CN, correct? And here is double bond and one more methyl group. Now, which is the functional group here? Cyanide. Nitrile is the secondary suffix. Double bond is also there. Now, you select the chain which containing maximum number of carbon along with the cyanide group along with the double bond. So, you can select this carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, you will get 7 carbon atoms again in a parent chain. And where are the substituent groups? Here is one, on second carbon 1 methyl, on fourth carbon 1 methyl and on sixth carbon 1 methyl. There are 3 methyl groups. Therefore, what is the IUPAC name? So, let me write here 2, 4, 6 trimethyl. 2, 4, 6 trimethyl hept. Hept. What is the position of double bond? 3-ene. 3-ene 1 nitrile. 1 nitrile. So, here while writing ene, you can retain the terminal E here as the secondary suffix starts from N. You can retain the terminal E here. So, what is the name then? 2,4,6 trimethyl hept 3-ene, then 1 nitrile. 3-ene 1 nitrile is the IUPAC name for the given compound, the last compound in a bond line formulae. Okay. Now, let us move on to, in a bond line formula, if it is given, the identification of the functional group is very, very important. Once you identify the functional group, then only you can give the IUPAC name. So, very important, you have to identify the functional group and the substituent, whether it is methyl or the ethyl. So, you need to practice the bond line formula of the functional group and try to identify the functional group in a bond line formula. Now, move on to the second question, second main question. Give the IUPAC name for the following. Here, instead of bond line, I have given a formula. So, take down the first compound, as given CH3, C2H5, C2H5, CH2, CO, CH3. You know that you can rewrite C2H5 as CH2CH3. It is CH2CH3 and here also CH2CH3. Now it is very easy to select the chain, longest continuous carbon chain. Now you can select, this is the functional group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you select this chain means you will get only 5 carbon atoms. Therefore, select this chain as a selected parent carbon chain. Give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the 6th carbon, and on the 4th carbon we have ethyl group and on the second carbon we have ketone functional group, correct? Now, and on the fourth carbon again we have one more methyl group as a substituent group. Now, you need to arrange them in alphabetical order. Then 4-ethyl, 4-methyl, 4-ethyl, 4-methyl, hexane, because no double bond, hexane 2-one. So, hexane 2-one is the IUPAC name. So, what is the name? 4-ethyl, 4-methyl, hex is the root word, hexane 2-one is the IUPAC name for the first compound. Okay. Now, move on to the second one, CH3, second one, CH3, CH. Here you need to consider CH3, CH2, CBr, correct, and double bond CH, COCl. This is the compound given. CH3, CH2, C in a bracket, Br is there, means that the bromine belongs to the carbon, so which comes after the carbon. So, carbon, take a bracket, bromine if it is there, then it belongs to the same carbon, double bond CH, COCl. So, condensed formula is given. Now, split and write, and you select this chain. So, functional group is here, acid chloride, OL chloride is the secondary suffix, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is the substituent? Bromo. What is the position of this bromo? 3 bromo, pent, 2 in, 1 OL chloride, correct? So, selected chain containing 5 carbon atoms. On third carbon we have substituent 3 bromo, pent, 2 in, between second and third we have double bond 2 in, 1 OL chloride. Okay. Now, move on to the next one, third one, third compound. What's given? Third compound. Identify the functional group in the given compound. So, it's the compound given, third one, CH3, CHCl, correct, CH2, CH, Cn is there, and CH2, this is CH, CH2, CH3. So, this is the compound given. Now, you select the chain which containing functional group first and identify the functional group here, which is the functional group cyanide. Therefore, you need to select this chain, and what is the number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 2 substituents. One is chloro, another one is ethyl. You need to arrange them in alphabetical order. Then what is the name? 4 chloro, correct. Then 2 ethyl, root word is pent, ane because no double bond, 1 nitrile. Since the locant is 1 for cyanide group, you can rewrite it as 4 chloro, 2 ethyl, pentane, nitrile, pentane nitrile. So, I retained the terminal E of secondary suffix ane. I retained the terminal E of the secondary suffix ane, terminal E of the secondary suffix while adding primary suffix while adding the secondary suffix to the primary suffix, because it is a nitrile is the secondary suffix. Okay. So, whenever it is nitrile or the letter does not starts with, if it does not starts with an vowel, then you can write the terminal E of the primary suffix. Now, move on to the fourth compound. What's given? CH3 taken thrice C. You need to split this and you need to write this, split and write the compound, that is 3 CH3 groups belongs to the same compound. So, if you split this, you will get the compound like this, CH3 taken twice, CHNO2, correct, and CH2, CH3, then COCl. Again, acid chloride is the functional group. COCl, select the chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you select this chain also, you will get the same number, and if you select this chain also, you will get the same number. So, better you select the straight chain and give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many substituents are there? Methyl group is on second carbon, on fifth carbon again we have 2 more methyl groups, and nitro group is also there. You need to arrange them in alphabetical order. Then what is the name? 2, 5, 5, trimethyl. So, I will write here 2, 5, 5, trimethyl. So, while arranging in order alphabetical order, we should not consider the first letter of the prefix. We need to consider the first letter of the fundamental name of the substituent group. It starts with M. So, therefore, M comes first. 2, 5, 5 trimethyl, 4 nitro, hexane, 1 oil chloride. This is the IUPAC name. See here, 2 methyl, 5 and 5. On fifth carbon again we have 2 methyl groups. Therefore, 2, 5, 5 trimethyl, 4 nitro, NO2 is nitro, hex is the root word, ANE is the primary suffix as there is no double or a triple bond, and oil chloride is the secondary suffix for acid chlorides. Okay. Therefore, the name is 2,5,5 trimethyl 4 nitro hexane 1 oil chloride. Even you can ignore the locant one here, you can write it as hexanoyl chloride, hexanoyl chloride. Now, move on to the fifth compound, fifth one. Move on to the fifth compound. What's the fifth compound given? Yes, fifth one. CH3, CH2, CHCl. Chlorine is the substituent, C double bond O, that is ketone, OCH3 methoxy, then CH3 again, correct? CH3, CH2, CHCl, C double bond O, that is ketone group, CHOCH3, that is methoxy is there, and then methyl. And as we know that in this functional group is ketone functional group, methoxy is also a substituent according to order of priority. For ether group we will give the next priority, that is after ketone group. We are giving priority after ketone group. Therefore, we need to consider this as a substituent group. Now, you select this chain and you need to give the number from this end to give the lowest possible number to the ketone group. We need to give the lowest possible number to the functional group, and you can give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here two substituents are there. One is chloro, another one is methyl plus oxygen methoxy. Alkyl oxy alkoxy, methyl plus oxy methoxy. Now arrange them in alphabetical order and write the name. 4-chloro, okay, 2-methoxy, How many selected carbon atoms in a selected chain? Hexane, that is 3 on. See, position of ketone group is 3, therefore 3 on. 4-chloro, 2-methoxy, hexane, 3 on is the IUPAC name for the given compound. Move on to the sixth one, CH3, CH, what is the group given? NO2, correct? And CH2, CH, OC2H5, ethyl oxy, ethoxy, then CH2, CONH2, correct? In a compound, amide is the functional group. Then these two becomes the substituents. Now you select this carbon chain, give the preference to amide group. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now ethoxy group is there, nitro group is there. You need to arrange them in alphabetical order and then you have to write the root word. So therefore the name is 4-ethoxy 5-nitro hexane 1-amide. What is the name? 3-ethoxy, the position of the ethoxy is 3. 3-ethoxy, correct? 5-nitro, 3-ethoxy, 5-nitro, hexane, root word containing 6 carbon atoms, hexane, 1-amide, or you can write it as hexanamide. You can ignore the locant 1 here and you can write it as hexanamide. Okay. Now move on to the next compound, seventh one. What is the compound given? The given compound, seventh compound, that is CH2NH2, means NH2 group must be attached to CH2 group only. CH2NH2, CH3. When CH3 is given in a bracket means that CH3 belongs to the same carbon which comes. Bracket alli ನಾವು ಏನು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಆಟಮ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು CH2 again in a bracket NH2, that is you can write like this, NH2. Okay. Now here also if you want you can write this here, it belongs to this NH2. So there are two amine groups are there, two functional groups, two amine groups are there here. The like functional groups you can say. What is the secondary suffix for NH2 group? Amine. Since two NH2 groups are there, you can name it as diamine, and along with you need to give the position, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, if you give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4. So, position of NH2 group remains the same from both the sides, but methyl group is also there. We need to follow lowest sum rule. Therefore, you select this chain and give the number from this end. Okay. Now, what you get? You will get 2-methyl, butane, 1,4 diamine. So, this is the IUPAC name. See here, 2-methyl butane 1,4 diamine. There are two NH2 groups, diamine. Okay. Now, move on to the 8th one, BrCH2, CHCONH2, correct, and CH2, CO, again CH2, CH3. This is the compound given. There are two functional groups, one is amide, another one is ketone. Preference goes to amide functional group, acid amide. Then you need to treat CO as a substituent group. And what is the prefix when we consider functional group as a substituent? That is ketone group. Now it acts as a substituent. Prefix for that is oxo, or even you can write as keto. You can write oxo or keto. Now one more substituent, because we need to select this carbon chain which containing amide. So we cannot select this chain. You need to select this chain, correct? Because which containing amide functional group, and you give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On 4th carbon we have ketone group. We need to treat it as a substituent, and the prefix for that is oxo, or you can take it as keto also. But one more substituent group is here, CH2 attached to bromine, Then if CH3 is there, what is the substituent? Methyl. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 group ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು methyl ಅಂತ ಬರಿತಿದ್ವಿ. Now it is substituted methyl. We need to name this branch as a substituted methyl. What substituted methyl? Bromo substituted methyl. That's it. So bromomethyl. So on a second carbon we have 2 bromomethyl, 4-oxo. On the 4th carbon we have ketone, 4-oxo, hexane, 1-amide. Hexanamide, you can also write it as hexanamide. Why it is ane? Because there is no double or a triple bond. Therefore, the name is 2-bromomethyl, 4-oxo, hexane, 1-amide, or hexanamide is the IUPAC name. Okay. Now, move on to the last 9th compound. 9th one. What's the compound given? 9th one. 9th compound, CH3, CH2, C, and here COCl, CH3, CH2, CH3. So this is the compound given. CH3 CH2 C, CH3 COCl, CH2 CH3. Now, which is the functional group here? This is the functional group. We need to select the chain which containing functional group acid chloride. Now you select the chain. You can select this chain, correct? Give the number from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Now on second carbon we have ethyl group and a methyl group. Arrange them in alphabetical order and write the name. So 2 ethyl, 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, root word containing butane, 1 oil chloride, oil chloride. So I'll rewrite here 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, butane, 1 oil chloride, butanol chloride. If you can ignore the locand one, you can write it as butanol chloride. What is the name? 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, butane, 1 oil chloride or butanol chloride. Now move on to the last compound, 10th one, CH3, CHCl, chlorine is there. CH, take a bracket and write CH3, means that CH3 belongs to this carbon and CH2, correct? And CH, NC, isonitrile, correct? The compound is isonitrile, compound containing functional group isonitrile. Then CH2, CH, CH3 taken twice, means this CH3 belongs to the same carbon. So it belongs to this carbon here. Now select the chain. This is CH, CH3, CH3. Now select the chain and you need to select the chain which containing functional group. What is the functional group here? Isonitrile. Isonitrile is the functional group, that is NC. Means if you select the straight chain, you will get NC in the side chain. But you need to select this and you need to consider the carbon atom of the isonitrile group or isocyanide group. So now I will select this chain. And here is 1, this is first carbon, this is second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On fourth carbon we have methyl group, 1 substituent. And on fifth carbon we have substituent Cl. And on second carbon we have substituent group of this type, CH2. CH3, CH3. How many carbon atoms are in alkyl group? 4 carbon atoms and hence it is butyl. But the carbon chain is branched, therefore it is isobutyl. So it is nothing but isobutyl, or you can name it as 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl 1-propyl, that is the IUPAC name, but you know that IUPAC system, IUPAC system allowed the use of this common name for some of the alkyl groups. Even you can use isobutyl or you can name it as this is 1, 2, 3, 2-methyl 1-propyl, 2-methyl propyl or 2-methyl 1-propyl. So that name also you can use IUPAC name. Now can you write this name? What is the name? If you use isobutyl, chloro, isobutyl and then comes methyl. So first comes chloro, then comes isobutyl and then comes methyl. If you use 2-methyl iso, 2-methyl propyl, then that comes last. So therefore, first you write one name. I will rewrite this 5-chloro, then 2-isobutyl. You need to consider the first letter of iso while taking it as a substituent, isobutyl. Okay. So 5-chloro, 2-isobutyl, then 4-methyl, hexane, 1-isonitrile, because it is NC, not CN, it is NC, therefore it is hexane isonitrile. You need to name it as isonitrile. And carbon atom of the NC group is also considered to the root word, therefore the name is 5-chloro, 2-isobutyl, 4-methyl, hexane, 1-isonitrile. So instead of isobutyl, you can use 2-methyl 1-propyl, then the name will be 5-chloro, 4-methyl, this comes first, then 2, take a bracket, 2-methyl propyl, that is 1-propyl, close the bracket. We need to give this branched alkyl in a name of the branched alkyl in a parenthesis, then hexane, 1-isonitrile, So that is the IUPAC name of the last compound. Either you can give the name like this, or you can give the name of the alkyl group as 2-methyl propyl, or you can use isobutyl. So while arranging the in alphabetical order, you need to consider the first letter of the fundamental name of the alkyl group, but iso and neo are allowed for the alphabetical order. Okay. So that is about the IUPAC name of some organic compounds given which containing functional group, and some of the compounds which containing 2 functional groups. Okay. Thank you.